Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Matt here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Christmas. Well, and here we go. The other night on Christmas, of all days, Christmas night, had the family around trying to figure out a movie to watch. We were watching football all day long. It was like, let's take a break of football and let's put on a movie, try to find something. Earlier that day we watched a Christmas movie, but like, let's put on something else. So Apple TV was having this, I guess, kind of promo, if you will, and they were promoting the new Mark Wahlberg movie, The Family Plan. And I like Mark Wahlberg. I'm a Marky Mark kind of guy, Um, and then in the early to mid 2000s, it was like Mark Wahlberg all the time. You had movies like Invincible, where he played the football player. You had Four Brothers. You had, what was that, Rockstar, the remake of Planet of the Apes by Tim Burton. I mean, you had The Other Guys, and then in the 2010s you had The Fighter. I mean, I had a lot of Marky Mark, and The Departed. I mean, there was a lot of Marky Mark in my house, and the Funky Bunch. Yo, it looked interesting, it looked fun, it looked like something the whole family could sit down and watch. And so that's what we did. So let's get into it. The Family Plan. Positives, Mark Wahlberg. Like I said, I think he's charming, he's funny. This is also an action movie, so we get to see those action shots of his that we see in like Lone Survivor, Shooter. So he does the action well. He has great chemistry with his on-screen wife, played by Michelle Monaghan. So he does a good job. Michelle Monaghan does a great job in here. She's funny, she's quirky. I think she has great chemistry with Mark Wahlberg. I like her. I think she doesn't get the credit she deserves. She's a very underrated actress. She's been around for a long time now, since the 2000s. And, I mean, she's been in so much from rom-coms, dramas, to thrillers, suspense films, Mission Impossible movies. And later, she does a fine job here. The MVP of this movie is actually the baby. Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Monaghan have 3 kids, and one of them is this, like, 1-year-old, named Max. Max! Oh, Max! And I don't know if part of this was CGI on the baby's face or just the baby himself, but the facial expressions and the reaction shots that we get of this baby throughout the movie are hilarious. I mean, the whole time my mom was just cracking up every time the baby showed up on screen. And that was the baby the whole time doing all those reactions and expressions. We might have an Oscar down the road. And then the movie was funny throughout. This is a comedy action film. And the movie, I was laughing throughout the entire film. So, that's good. Some of my main negatives with this movie, for real, is if you've seen the movie True Lies, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, directed by James Cameron film that came out in 1994. Yeah, this is, I don't want to say a complete ripoff of that movie, but there are a lot of familiar beats in Family Plan that are right out of True Lies. I'll just say there's a character that shows up in the first 15 minutes of this movie, and I was like, oh, I know who that is. There's going to be a twist, and I know who that character is going to end up being in this movie. And sure enough, and I was like, well, that was right out of True Lies. I mean, that's the, like, play-by-playbook, if you will. The True Lies playbook. And this movie just took it. It was like, oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Oh, yeah, that was really good in True Life. Let's do that too. And like this movie also has, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith feel to it at times. Mark Wahlberg's family film. All our macho actors that do action movies have to do that family-friendly movie. Arnold, whether it's Kindergarten Cop, even though that was PG-13, it still had that family-friendly, funny vibe to it. Jingle All the Way. Then you had like Bruce Willis doing The Kid in 2000. You had Vin Diesel doing The Pacifier in the mid-2000s. So every, when you get these action stars who then go on to do a family movie, this is Mark Wahlberg's kind of family-friendly movie, even though it is PG-13. This is easily a movie you can watch with the whole family, laugh. This is a movie you can literally, if this was on TBS or TNT on a Sunday, I would just put on and watch in the background. So I would give this like a 3.6 out of 5. Did you watch The Family Plan? It's on Apple TV. Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Man here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment below. I'd love to know, did you like this movie? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Man here.